Alright, I've gotten a lot of questions on these radios, a lot of love shown for these things. So, I figured I'd make some videos on them. We're going to go through them one at a time. I'm going to do a video on each one. Each one's got a decent bunch of stuff done to it, so I figure they each deserve their own. So, we're going to start with a second gen Washington 858 POL. Hasn't had crazy work actually done to the radio. There's a white meter, a blue display, red, white, blue. On that, you can't really tell with the lights on, but there is a nitro ring behind the channel selector. This radio does have channels in it, but the way it was done, I didn't really care for it. It had a big knob on the side, and then I couldn't have the speakers next to it, so that's internal now. I usually don't go outside of the regular 40, so it's not really that big of a concern. But this guy, this was actually given to me by a friend of mine who's now a Silent Key, buddy Roger Johnson out of Texas. It was a little bit different when he gave it to me. He knew the kind of stuff I was into and the things I like to build. So he had this thing kicking around and he figured I could use it. Originally it had a 5-digit red display in it, which was much smaller, and started having some issues, so I decided to update it. On top of replacing the counter in here, I added a 2-pill amp inside. This little thing will do about 250 or so. I believe they're Motorola 455s. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what's in that box. This reads actual frequency, so it feeds out the back of the radio through this little 1/4-inch plug, or 3.5 plug, into this. That feeds right off of the test port on the board into the counter. The only issue with these counters I have yet to figure out is the offset for sideband, but it reads correctly on AM, and you know, it's different per radio. I believe this one's 2.5 kilohertz or 1.5 kilohertz, either way. So this is my Washington. If you got any questions, if you want to see some more about the counter and the amp, let me know and we can make that happen. Probably going to record the videos on the other two, and I'll see when we upload them. But for now, enjoy.